here we are. This is a Ubiquiti Networks Unify AP AC in wall. The exact series is UAP-AC-IW-US. Okay. To note, this is not Wi-Fi 6, so there's going to be some differences in speed, but let's jump right into it because I'm very familiar with these. We used to install them for businesses many, many years back because of their coverage, easy usability, security, all of that. But right now, I'm approximately 7 feet direct line of sight, and I'm dealing with AT&T fiber at 500 up, 500 down. You've already seen my setup on the other videos. If not, highly recommend going back and watching the TP link. It gives a little bit more of a walkthrough of my house, how far locations are from where I set these access points up at. But here we go. So as you can see, 7 feet away, I'm already more than half of what my speeds should be. And to note, this is the exact same laptop, Microsoft Surface laptop, that I've been using to test all access points on. I will always use the same equipment, and I will always use roughly the exact same distances. So to Dallas again, I am about maybe 40% of my speeds. And comparing it just to a few days ago of the TP link, much, much worse. Now the TP link was Wi-Fi 6. This is not. So without jumping too far into this, I'm ditching this one because it's not even reaching the speeds I need. But this is what I will tell you. This access point, when taken to the distances that I took the AT&T wireless router and the distances that I took the TP link, it never dropped below 4 bars for signal. And the speeds never dropped below 40 up and 40 down. That was all the way to my backyard, all the way into my garage, all the way into my office, all the way back to where the fiber wireless router is. So it has really good coverage. It's just the speeds are not there. So currently, because it doesn't have Wi-Fi 6, currently because it's not maxing out my speeds or even getting close to my speeds, I'm not recommending this device. If you have really, lower speeds in your home office or your office, maybe you could use these because the coverage is incredible. Ubiquiti is great with that. Their coverage on one single wireless access point, whether it's in wall or in ceiling, they're always just very, very, very good when compared to lesser model, lesser companies. So either way, next up is going to be the Meraki. And I'm going to show it in the same video, but we're going to take a pause here. All right, so here we are. We're going to test the Meraki by Cisco indoor Wi-Fi 6 access point. I placed it in the same exact position that I placed my other devices for testing. So we want to find out, is this one going to be worth it? So we're going to run a speed test here. Just a reminder, I'm paying for AT&T at home fiber, 500 up, 500 down. Getting 572 down. Looks like it's going to be around 486 up. And that's approximately 7 feet from the device. So I'm going to go to all the other locations and test this Meraki out since it is getting very close to the TP link, probably a little better. I'm at full signal bars. All right, so we're still continuing our Meraki Wi-Fi 6 access point testing. I'm walking all the way from our starting point back to where my Wi-Fi router is at, still on my test environment, going to run a quick speed test as I'm walking. Doesn't even look good that it won't come up. There we go. All right, all the way back at where my AT&T wireless router is at, and fairly similar to the TP-Link. Not really as good. Definitely better than the Ubiquiti access point we tested earlier. Let's let this finish. All right, so those are our numbers from the distance. You know, if we were to draw a straight line through, we're only about 20 feet, but walking around, we have obviously walking through a closet, walking through a bathroom, walking through a bedroom, all the way back out to the central point of my kitchen. You know, I guess there's enough disruption to cause the speed issues. If we go all the way back to the office, which is similar distance to what the TP-Link and the Ubiquiti were tested, we're going to run that test again, and then we're going to see where it's at. I've already been doing these tests off my phone, but here we are. So you can't see, but I did drop one signal bar. So we're going to be about 45 by maybe 25, 30. It's getting up there. 45 by 40. I'm going to switch really quick to my fibers router direct. And this one usually takes a few seconds to run a successful speed test on, but let's get connected on the 5 gigahertz network. Let's see what it does. Sometimes it takes a second. Yep. So yeah, off the charts here. Not a single issue. Upload maybe suffers a tiny bit, but not much at all. Again, in my test environments here, always running the same amount of devices, usually about 15 connected devices, 3 people on at any given moment. Not a whole lot of streaming, but let's switch back to the test environment and go test out by the yard and the garage, which is the biggest issue. So for me, I'm going to have to probably find a way to ideally get a hard line out there and run an access point, because this is where my issues are at. But I would say in my house, which is 2-story house, just under about 4,000 square feet, give or take, it's almost a perfect square between the 2 floors. All right, let's run it almost all the way out where my smart lights are at and my smart cameras are at. This is a 5 gigahertz network. So this one appears actually to be pretty good, getting some really good speeds. The connectivity did not drop but one bar here. Obviously uploads still suffering. This is about the same as the TP-Link, probably about the same as the Ubiquiti. Nothing groundbreaking here. I'm going to switch over to my AT&T and let's see what we can grab as the difference. The AT&T is dramatically less. I have 2 bars versus maybe looks like 3. I got bad sight on this little laptop. All right, so I'm connected to my 5 gigahertz from my AT&T router. Let's see what it does. And I know what everyone's thinking. Well, you're connecting directly from where the fiber's at. Yeah, I get that. There's going to be some suffering on the speeds, but that's what I'm trying to resolve. Like, there should be good access points at a good price point that you can get in your house or office that's going to give you what you need. So this is not really a huge difference. However, as I was testing, the signal just went a little wonky. It dropped off almost completely. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go over to the 2.4 gigahertz. Let's see what that does. This is again right from the AT&T device. Let's see. Kind of about the same. I mean, not too much of a big deal. So right now, there's nothing that's impressive that's getting me to want to switch and do an access point. 2.4 actually is really good, so that's nice. So far, I haven't found anything. So here we are, 4 devices in. Nothing is really compelling me to buy. Um, and while we're at it, I'm going to try and go to my second level. And I was testing it yesterday just on my phone. My AT&T connections were faster than the Meraki, but I'm going to do it Meraki. I'm going to do it really quick here off the laptop, and I'll be right back. Here we are upstairs, which I don't have any hard lines. I could probably run one from the attic. But upstairs is where we have guests, my daughter, and some other devices. So let's see what we get here on the 2.4 directly to the Wi-Fi router. Not bad. And this is quite some distance away, up a flight of stairs here and over to where we have a TV sitting room. So we're going to be at about 33 by 50. Interesting that the upload's faster than the download. All right, we're going to flip over to our test environment on the Meraki. All right, no signal lost. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. Hitting tests on this one. So a lot better. This is a lot better even than the Office, which is strange. Maybe it's because I'm actually directly above it. You know, all the Wi-Fi manufacturers, they talk about line of sight and it's got to be in a ceiling and all this. I have never seen that make that much of a dramatic difference. I think line of sight probably makes a bit of a difference, but not too much, because if I'm directly above it and I'm getting better speeds than I was down the hallway in an office, it kind of shoots that theory down. All right, so we're about 90 by 90. Let's do the AT&T on the 5. All right, so that gets me at, sorry, I've been saying 5 bars. It's actually 4 bars. So that's 3 bars. Signal drops off a little bit. Let's hit test again on the 5 gigahertz. This is the direct connection. Starts to blow it out of the water. Yeah, so interesting though, as we test it, it drops down to 1 signal bar. .300 by 100, and then it goes right back up to 3 signal bars. Strange. Yeah, so again, here we are. Nothing that's blowing my mind yet. So I'm going to still do some research. I'll be back with hopefully one more and have that one be the last one.